About our today's special. Important to have emergency power, important to be empowered by your Let's Fit watch, but shredding your important documents is a way, one of the only ways really, to protect your identity. If you have been a victim of identity theft, I have. They don't even have to take your credit cards out of your wallet anymore. If you have information, a lot of information coming in the mail, information tax returns, or even just your mailing address, people can get this information out of your trash unless you shred it. It's so important, a crucial step to shred it, but in the past, shredding has been a hassle. Embassy is our #1 best-selling shredder. They make 1 in 4 shredders in the country. This is the Elite, and this is an Autoshred. How exciting is that? This is your shredding assistant. This is the one that will sit there for 100 sheets and shred every single one without you even having to stand there with that Autoshred technology. Incredible. And this is micro shred, which means it is virtually impossible to see any pertinent information. So here are the colors that we have, because we want you to keep this out so that you be sure to shred those items, those documents. We have it in the silver. This one is so cool. This is a great silhouette as well. Okay, we're calling this one gray. It's kind of a shiny silver. Then we have it in gold. We have only 90 left in gold. All right, we have it in black. We have white, look at that race car red, and then we have beautiful navy blue. It's most popular in navy. This is the lowest price we've ever offered. It's $129.99. This is like a today's special price on a very, very high-end shredder, and it's $26, free shipping and handling today. My guest, Bill Duggan, is joining me. Can we hear that lightning? I was like, that's pretty loud.
Yeah, it's storming outside.
It's storming.
And we're gonna stay inside and clean the office. How are you?
Let's do it.
And that's just it. We put off shredding because, as you said, it's always can be a hassle. It overheats, it jams. Embassy's given us so many great features. All of these come fully assembled, which is great, so I don't have to worry about putting it together. But it's this auto shred tray. Because, you know, Shannon, I've had a fun summer. I hope you did too.
Oh, yeah.
But I have not been taking care of everything in the office.
Taking care of business.
And those stacks of papers, they grow. 18 pages, sure. 20, 38. I mean, and guess what? Then all of a sudden, we're behind the 8 ball. We're like, I'm not gonna get around to this. We cut a corner. And that's just it. A lot of us don't think it's gonna happen to us. 1 in 7 of us fall victims to identity theft. So just by having this auto shred tray, I can take that entire 100-page stack, and I'm done. Wanna go for a walk? Wanna go, you know, start watching television? It will just shred and shred and shred. Total convenience, right?
And then it shuts itself off.
If it gets too full, it'll shut itself off.
But I mean, after the 100 sheets, it's just done.
Yeah, actually, I leave mine in on and auto mode, because these fashion colors are great, because normally you just find it in black, right?
Yeah.
Embassy's got us the solid, they give us the colors, because you notice it's shredding, but I can still shred in the front at the same time. So, 100 sheet capacity in the back, 9 sheet capacity in the front, 3.5 gallon drawer, which is great because that's so convenient. You just open and close it, so it just keeps going. Ooh. Nice large peekaboo window, so you can see one of our viewers.
And that auto shut off when you open that?
Correct. Automatically shuts off because it knows the safety's not engaged.
That's a great safety feature.
One of our viewers, they call this a peekaboo window, the instant gratification window, because you see page 8, now you don't see page 8. And that's what's really important, because we kind of like to know it's being taken care of. I mean, Shannon, I used to take my stuff to the office because they had a better shredder. Because mine was clunky and, you know, I cut corners. You're not cutting corners when you get this at home. You're gonna see why it's a customer pick. And it's taken us months to get this Embassy Auto Shred back. So the fact that you're seeing it tonight is great. Larger care package than we've ever done. And remember, it's not just about the convenience of the auto shred and the 9 sheet capacity, it's the micro cut. And are you familiar with a shred this fine and this small? This is important. It is like confetti, it is like snow.
It looks like snow.
And the thing is, we've had to evolve to this because guess what? The other shreds that are out there have been around for 50 years. So that technology is not as foolproof as it used to be. So what you're getting today is a smaller shred. You're gonna see right here, this is strip cut. 30 shreds per page. Been around for 50 years, a 4-year-old can piece it together and get your account number, your maiden name, your social security number. So a lot of us evolved to crosscut, which, you know, 300 shreds per page. You're getting 1,000 shreds per page tonight, because watch what happens. The gears get bigger, the teeth multiply. Wow. So this is hefty. So the fact that these are on casters, that is awesome. The fact that it's fully assembled and all you have to do is plug it in and put it to work, you're gonna love it. And sure, feature-rich, looks great, but you know who also tells us we need to shred? It's the federal government. So I just put in a clear bin so you can see. That is what's raining down. That is so fine and so small because it's not this stuff from the 70s. It's a smaller shred. You know what's important about that smaller shred? It's harder to piece together.
Yeah.
It fills up the bin less frequently. This is easily identifiable. This, however, not so much.
No, I gotta say that would be that would be impossible. And we've all seen those TV shows or the movies where, you know, they're all piecing these important documents together, and yeah, you can. You can even piece together the crosscut. This microcut, I mean, forget it. And it takes up a lot less space in your trash. You don't even have to sit there and feed 100 sheets. If I would have to pay my kids to shred 100 sheets. I mean, maybe that's bad as a mom. I mean, they do it, of course. If I said, hey, you guys have to do this, of course they would. Great kids, but nobody wants to sit there and hand feed 100 sheets. So a lot of us, our to-be shred pile ends up getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You put it off, or you cut corners and you think, you know what? I'm just gonna rip that part off, right? Or you rip. That's worse than right? Yeah, no one can piece that together. No. Okay. It's $70 off today and free shipping and handling, and $26. And when you said, Bill, that we're including the biggest care package, basically, those are the lubricant sheets.
So we've normally given you 6 lubricant sheets because this is great. It's like keeping your car finely tuned before a road trip. Yeah. Because that's just it. When you get these home, you're gonna be shredding more than you thought because all of a sudden it's that easy. I'm gonna shred those credit card offers. I'm gonna take my junk mail. And that's where you get excited about shredding. We call it actually shredding therapy, which you can relate to, being the therapist in the house, because it's very cathartic, because it's like, oh, I don't need this. I don't have to even open it up. I know it's, actually, this is what's shocking. These pre-filled out applications for our convenience, but let me tell you, it's more convenient for the identity thieves to get that information. Yeah. And that's where you're doing yourself such a favor by just taking this envelope and shredding it. You see what happens to it on the other side. So that was, you see this red chunk in here? That was one piece of paper that I threw away. And actually, Shannon, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I have a very small home office. So what I use this 3.5-gallon drawer as my waste bin. So I throw stuff away all the time, but when I need to shred, I shut that door. And remember, I'm using a clear bin so you can see how much this holds. That standard strip cut, 120 pages, it's overflowing. Then, you know, you go to crosscut, it's about half that. With microcut, it's a fraction. And that's really, we don't want to be emptying it. We don't want it to overheat. I don't want to worry about staples. And this is why the government tells us we need to shred. Our moms have told us, but the government, because identity theft. This is about clutter busting, but it's about the identity thievery at the end of the day. 1 in 7 of us fall victims to that. So some things you can get rid of right away. The credit card offers, the solicitations, all those advertisements, you know, vote for me and do this. Your name is on there, your address. Yeah. Some things we hold on to. You want to hold on to your paycheck stubs. You got to hold on to your tax returns for a little while. But when you can get rid of it, oh my, it feels so amazing. And remember, Embassy is a leader out there, but the federal government, they tell us we have to shred all these sensitive documents from receipts and applications and bank statements, refinancing stuff, travel documents, medical, even the kids' school stuff. Sure. Kids and seniors are actually the most susceptible to identity theft because they're not accessing their credit. Right. Sure. Because you know how most of us find out we're an identity theft victim? When we sit down and I'm trying to refinance the house or get that new car payment and like you don't qualify. Because you said it happened to you, right? Oh yeah, it happened to me. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I think they charged $1,200 for a purse, and I was like, that wasn't me. I'm not spending $1,200 on a purse. I get mine on FlexPay. Exactly, right? I'm an HSN shopper. Well, and for me, it ended up being, they ended up catching it pretty early, but I've talked to people who for years have worked and have to strive to re-up their own credit score just because of the theft. So the fact that this is actually, you can shred 9 at a time. That's the thickness that you're getting. That's the power. And simultaneously, 100 auto feed shreds. This should be $199. It's $70 off today. That's like a today's special. And free shipping and handling. So as far as the colors go, this navy, really pretty. That one is in the lead. That one will be the first to go. This is the gray. It looks very silver, really pretty, kind of a sheen metallic. Then we have it in that champagne gold, the solid black. We'll show you the colors in just a second. This one's the gray. We have it in champagne gold, solid black. There's a white,
And then we also have it in a beautiful red. And I love what you were saying when you said you have a small home office. You use this as your trash can. So it takes up about the same size as a trash can would. So you don't have to choose, do I have a trash can? Do I have my shredder? Where am I gonna put it? It's on wheels. Use this as your trash can in place of your trash can. And you'll find that you're shredding those documents that you may have just gone, I mean, you know, it's just a hamburger receipt, right? Well, all that information is so important. Now, I was just getting an update. We have gold, we have 75 left. We do have a lot of you on the phone as well. This is one of those items that it's important, but this makes that important job so easy. There are a lot of things we know we need to do, and we're like, I'm gonna put it off. But if it's this easy and this fast, then you actually will do it. Right, and that's just it. The more you do it, the less likely it's gonna happen to you. So it happened to you. It happened to me. I was in college, and actually this is great for a college kid, because yes, it's dual purpose. I went to the financial aid office to get my check, and like, you don't qualify this year. My blood still runs cold thinking about it, because that was my, that's how I was gonna go to school. And that's just it. This is your first line of defense, whether it's the junk mail, whether it's the stuff you've been holding on to, shred it. It doesn't overheat. It looks good. Leave it out. I can't tell you how many parents have been like, we leave it out, because actually this just happened to me. I came back from vacation. I was going through the mail. You know, I was like, oh, I want to keep this. I don't need this. And then I took all that stuff I didn't need. I loaded it up right here in the Autoshred tray. And it took care of all that junk mail while I went back to doing the laundry and unpacking the luggage, which we can all relate to. So this turned off, because guess what? It's smart. It knows the bin is full right now. So it's just easily, and what's cool about this, we're getting into the holiday season. You see how small this shred is? Guess what? I can use this as packing material. And one other demonstration I want to share with you, because this does ship for free right now. We don't always get to offer that, talking about being like a today special. This is cardboard. Recycle the cardboard that you can, but if it has that barcode, any little bit of identity, don't just take a ballpoint pen through it. Check this out. Thick cardboard, and it doesn't squeak, it doesn't squeal, you don't cross your fingers and like, oh, is it gonna work? And it has that much power. I think I saw you, is this like a credit card? So you could actually shred old credit cards in here. That's so important. What do you do now? You like try to cut with the scissors. Obviously, those are really easy to put together. Well, I thought it'd be cute. I was gonna give all my old credit cards to my niece so she could play shop and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, no, that's Uncle Bill's information. So all of a sudden, this offer had a credit card on it. I don't even have to worry about removing it or opening that envelope. It is gone. Wow. That is peace of mind. And that's really where people get excited. Okay, Shannon, we have purses and shoes and makeup here, right? We love to get online and give it a great review. People have turned our embassies into customer picks, not because, you know, it's fashionable, because it's reliable and it does one job and it does it well. All you do is you get it home and you plug it in. No Wi-Fi, no app, junk, stuff that's on my kitchen counter, it is gone. It's so nice to have that completely gone. It's a much smaller footprint, and it's safe, and this has just been consistently shredding. It's auto-feeding 100 sheets. I don't think my printer will do 100 sheets. It shuts itself off when the bin is full or when the bin is open as a safety feature. So if you're on the phone and you want to save $70 off today, this is your day to do it. Free shipping and handling, $26 on any credit card. Apply for the HSN card. In fact, you'll save an additional $40 off when you use that. That means it's 70, what, 100 also? Oh, don't look at me. A lot, exactly. 110, what, dollars off? Honestly, yeah, that's right. Yeah, $110 off.